well met. Welcome to the first part, at least, of the finale of Book 2 of the Westgate Irregulars. I am Eric Scott DeBee, the DM of this campaign. I said first part, but they might finish it all in one session. Let's see how it goes. Let's get into it. Take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga, and I play Cecilia, a half-elf who is definitely not a warlock. I am also going to tell you about our sponsor. I'm going to pull up my little script because I forgot to do it, even though I have this mostly memorized. But just in case.
Champions of the Forgotten Realms.
Everybody has it memorized.
The game that combines. We should just go around and do like a chain of
Idle Champions is a multimedia.
Okay, all y'all
game.
shut up.
All right.
Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes the Brimstone Angels family, Frida, Havilar, and Mehen for your formation. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. If you're here from Idle Champions, you can, or if you're not and you just want it, you can type in the code at the bottom of the screen, and it will give you a code for an Electrum chest of your very own. Pop it in, tell us what you got. Hope it's something shiny, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, for more information, check out idlechampions.com.
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy as Rhiannon Held and space opera as RZ Held. And I play Artemisia, half-elf sorcerer who really likes lightning.
Hello, I'm Ying Wang. I'm a writer and a filmmaker. I am playing Stongback Guck, a half-orc bard. I am also going to tell you about our custom Jumbo D20 giveaway tonight. Yes, that's right. For the very first time, what we are going to do is the winner for tonight's custom Jumbo from Teacup the Creator will get to choose what their dice will look like. Ooh. So you can pick anything from colors to whether it has glitter or not, get some foil, get it marbled or petri, metallic, solid, or clear, with tendrils of ink or bits of glitter and foils, which I might have already said, but whatever. Teacup,
more foil.
Teacup wants to help you make a custom dice to match your character. So if that sounds good to you, type in !enter into the chat for a chance to win, and check out her Instagram page, which I will be linking in a second into chat.
I want to cut in real briefly. Teapot and I have been discussing a special die that we are working on together. So it's always coming up with cool new art projects. So definitely go for this if you possibly can, because this sounds awesome.
Yeah, the only thing that she cannot do is she cannot change the face of the die to read like different numbers. So don't try doing like funny business at your table.
Can they all be 20s?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure she's been asked.
The 20 and the 1 are both 20s. Yeah.
Real quick story. Yeah. I did ask her what her like most frequent request was, and apparently, and like nobody is surprised because it's the internet and there are a lot of juvenile people. The most common picture that people want on their D20 is boobs.
Boobs.
Big classy internet.
Classy internet. Class it up. You know who you are out there.
This is the internet. There are a lot of juvenile people.
Thanks, you're up, Steven.
Bodie McBoat Pants. Boat face. I'm Stephen Merlino. I played this guy. He's Sturge. He's human, but is he? And he's an arcane trickster. He's also a diviner. He did that thing where he dipped into another class, but actually it was way more than a dip. And now he's not sure he's really glad he did that. But it's all good. It's all good, especially next level when he gets evasion.
So the question is, will your dip stick? Huh? All right. Sorry, I'm Randy Anderson. I'm an author, and I play Rogar Battlebern. He's a dwarf cleric, and Gaby. So there you go.
Okay. I was not supposed to drink all the bourbon in the intro, so here we go.
Here we go.
Slow down there.
No regrets, Eric. No regrets.
No regrets. Okay, here we go. A partially constructed cathedral towers above you, centered around a principal central spire meant to glorify the Morning Lord and the Day Lord both at once. The architectural marvel is not yet completed, but it's still among the tallest structures you've ever seen. And note that I said among the tallest structures you've ever seen, so none of you can say, I've seen a taller tower. No. The courtyard of the temple is a work yard complete with trestles, planes, and saws, though clearly no one has worked here for some time. Wind whistles through the skeletal construction of the outer buildings. Inky, impenetrable darkness fills the foundations of the cathedral, seeping outward from the central building. As you watch, the darkness spreads, all but unnoticed in the deepening night. From deep within, you hear the faint sound of chanting. What do you do?
What are they chanting?
Sarshan is there with you, and he looks a little anxious.
Aaron.
What?
Aaron.
Sarshan looks around. Who's Aaron?
Wait, I don't actually know what you're doing.
You got your hand
no
up.
idea either.
Teacher.
Teacher is
Oh.
calling
I was starting to
Aaron.
talk. I was just like, I halted because I was starting to talk and you called my name and I was.
I just want to tell
This is
everybody.
just the startup. This is how I start up. I have to do it.
Oh,
Stephen is professionally a teacher, so he has a Pavlovian response to when you raise your hand. He just goes, ooh.
Mr. Merlino, shouldn't we go scope out the perimeter?
Mr. Merlino, you forgot to assign his homework.
I'm trying to think here. Would you please? I need silence. I need silence. Yes, that's a good idea. Well done, gold star. Summon up Tiny. Tiny's going to do a little loop around the place.
The little
I'm
owl.
gonna look through her eyes, and when she comes back to me, I'll give her a little kiss, and she'll sit on my nose like a perch and tell me what she saw.
So your little owl communicates to you that it looks the same from all sides. There's darkness coming out of the building, and the darkness is impenetrable to her vision. She can't see through it.
She can see through in the dark, though, right?
She can see through normal darkness, yes, because she has dark vision.
Yeah, magical darkness blocks out dark vision too.
Are you saying that this is magical darkness and this is impenetrable, even to her eyes?
That is what I'm saying.
Damn. This is sweet. This is sweet. Finally, you guys are going to know what it's like not being able to see shit in the dark.
PG-13.
All right. Level in the playing field. Thank you, Night King.
Sarshan raises his hand.
Sarshan.
I can see in the dark.
Can you see in
But not this.
darkness, though?
Yes,
What?
Oh,
Oh, because he has that warlock invocation, perhaps?
he does.
does Sitsui
I'm not
have
sure. I'm not
I
sure that helps all
don't.
of you, though. He says.
All right, kids, let's form a line and hold hands. Everyone, hold on to Sarshan, and we're going to have him lead us in.
Does true seeing allow me to see in this magical darkness? I believe it does, but we've broken our
While he's
DM.
doing that, let's also swap info from our various information gathering because Sturgeon
Running out of air.
Artemisia were not there for the revelation that the Night King is Mirren's father and also a very
dun,
fragile
dun.
narcissist.
Oh.
And I think we should use this.
No. Sorry.
So, if he starts talking, yawn.
A monster. It says a monster. That's so PC-ist.
Speciesist?
Anyway, a creature with true sight can, out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness. See invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the creature can see into the ethereal plane within the same range. So yes, if you cast true sight on yourself, you can see through the darkness.
I've had it on from before, but it only lasts an hour, and I technically don't know how long has passed. So
Well, you spent
you tell
basically
me.
all day trying to figure out where this place was. So when did you cast it? Do you recall?
Like a minute ago. No, it was definitely at the beginning of the day. Like, it was definitely a long time ago. Okay, so no. Thank you though.
Okay.
I mean,
Well.
and we can try to dispel magic on the darkness effect, because I mean, Artemisia would be inclined to be like, it may not work, but if it does, it would be a real help. So it might be worth a spell.
Yeah.
Because it's not a super high level spell.
Can we do an Arcana check to see if that would be like a waste of a?
Please
Slot.
make a check.
Okay.
The darkness is seeping out like a living thing, like snakes.
I'm thinking this is a
Dark.
product of this monster ritual.
19 Arcana.
Okay.
Ooh.
Uh,
Someone
with-
studied.
With your 19, you can tell that it is extremely powerful darkness magic.
Okay.
And Sturge, with your 24 Arcana, you can tell that, yes, this is beyond the ability of Dispel Magic to break.
You might
Won't waste
dispel a
the spell.
little bit of this, but it's not going to help once we get past that little bit.
You can
Oh.
also tell that this darkness will swallow light-based magic,
Is that
So-
radiant spells or
including radiant-based spells. Yes.
okay? Even if it's
Does
like creepy
your-
seeping radiance.
Or
Just
dawn,
asking.
let's say.
Hmm.
So what if we get one person in there to disrupt it? Will that drop the darkness? How many
Yeah, that
people
is
can
true.
we make capable of seeing?
I can polymorph into an animal that doesn't rely on vision and has blind sight or blind sense.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I could become a badger or like a possum. I don't know. Do possums do? I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look this up.
Just do a bat. I mean,
Ooh,
bats.
yeah,
seem-
bat. Just leash.
Wait. Surely worms are blindsided.
One is more mobile than the other though, so I think I prefer the faster one.
if
So
Is there
Sarshan
any
is
way-
looking at the darkness anxiously,
yeah.
and he's like, "Do you want me to go in there?" He asks Cecilia.
I mean, no, I don't. I feel like
Useful-
I guess
useful guinea pig.
okay. I don't like this idea, Sturge. He is not sneaky.
But he's tough.
I am not particularly sneaky, he says.
Do you still have Misty Step?
I do.
Okay, so just get out of there if it's really bad. And Stong, we are all out of sendings. We cannot have a conversation while you're in there.
Yeah, I really need to rest at some point, but it doesn't seem like we will get the chance.
I could
Evil does not wait for
try-
us to sleep.
Yeah.
I could try leading everyone in there, Sarshan suggests.
I feel like that might be a good idea. I was curious if Cecilia, if there were like rodents or something in this structure that were there from the start that could maybe describe the basic layout if I use my beast speech.
You don't see any rodents immediately, but that is
If I go up to the
feasible.
wall and I yell in rat, what should I roll to see if they come?
Wait,
cheese!
You could use
Is that
your
a
wolf
persuasion?
nose to smell them out.
Okay. All right. You ready for this?
Yes.
You would roll an animal handling check.
Boo. I'll still try it.
I know, right?
Gonna-
I'll give you advantage because you do have the beast speech. So, because it's a pretty
What?
cool
I
idea.
rolled a 21.
Nice.
Nice, good job.
All right. So,
That might not be my good roll for tonight. So I'm gonna go up to the edge of the darkness where I think there. Can I still see the walls of the structure? Or is it
yes.
obscured?
So there's a main central tower, and darkness is kind of like looming out of it, and it's blocking most of the already built building there.
Mhm.
And there's kind of a skeletal structure of outer buildings that are going to be built around this cathedral. And there's also an old church that Lathander clearly already had. So, and they're basically building this cathedral out of the old church. The old church will be like the rectory, and the cathedral will be the main attraction, right?
Okay.
So yeah, you can go up to that old building and
yell and rat.
well, I would imagine like your really high result means that you figure out where rats might be. Like you get down low to the ground and you chirp and rat into a rat hole.
Into a crack.
What's Cecilia doing?
Sarshan says, she's being wise. Which is
Fingers crossed.
mechanically true, because animal handling is a wisdom skill. All right. A rat pops out of the crack and looks up at Cecilia, and it says, yes, hello,
Hello, I need some help. Do you know this building? The one that's bleeding shadows?
my home, this building is my home.
So bad people have gone in there. They are wrecking your home, right?
Yes, bad
Yes.
people, yes.
We want to help. We want to hunt the bad people.
Hunt the bad people, yes.
Yes, but we don't know what the inside of the building looks like. Can you tell me when we go in the doors, what is there? Is it a big room or is it a hallway? Can you
Big
help me
room.
scratch it? We
Big
walk
room.
in, big room.
Big waste of space, big room.
Big. I bet it's very scary to run across that.
No
Are
place
there
to hide.
is there any high up rooms that overlook this room?
Big open space, really tall. Pillars. Pillars hold up.
Is the
Can climb the
ceiling
pillars.
complete? Is the sky there, or is it
Sky there, yes.
sky there?
above.
Okay, so we could drop in if we need to.
Covered over with fragile covering.
Okay, so like I'm
Makes
assuming
little
this means like
sound when you run on it. He's doing his best to describe like kind of a cloth tarp.
okay, so smashable. Okay,
Burnable, rendable.
all things. I'm gonna look back at Sturge and be like, is there anything about this? So there's one big room when you walk in, and it's open. The ceiling's not complete. Did the rat say there was no like mezzanine level or anything like that?
From what the rat said, you're pretty sure there's not.
Okay. Is there anything else that would be helpful to know?
You're asking
Is there a
me?
sub
I'm asking
basement?
Sturge.
Oh,
Is there a basement? Is there a
Is there
crypt?
under space? Crypt?
under space in home building, not
Yes.
in tall building.
Not in the tall building, but in the home building. Okay. So I'm understanding that like if we walk into this cathedral, there is a big room and the tower is within the big room.
Yes.
Okay.
Tower is big room.
The tower is the big room. Okay.
Big tall room. Big open space. Waste of space.
Waste of space. And the home
Rad-
building is
Rad does not like waste of space.
that is a wisdom, Rad.
Rad
okay.
does not like.
Do you know how many of the big bad people there are?
Lots. Scary.
I'm going to point out I found
One
recently
tried
in
to bite
research
Rad.
that mice are actually really good at counting.
Mm.
I had to look this up for something. I had a character in a book that could talk to mice. But their memory's not great, so if you really don't want to tell me, you have an excuse.
Great boys.
Okay, let's see. So Rad says there are 16.
Okay. Thank you, Rad. And I'm gonna pull a crumb out and relay what the rat told me. We have one
Rad.
big room.
Rad Radigan at your service.
Haha.
Takes a crumb, maybe of that old sandwich you've been carrying around for ever,
It came in useful.
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
And then scurries back into the old church.
Waste not,
The
want
old
not.
church appears to be abandoned, which you think, if the clergy of Lathander fell on hard financial times, that might explain it.
Mhm.
Or there might be other explanations.
Cecilia, was that the
I should have
sandwich
asked
that I
which is-
got you like a year ago?
I don't know. I don't inventory my pocket sandwiches.
Like the one time I asked you if you wanted a sandwich, like during like, chapter 4 or something of
If
season
I recall
1.
correctly, I don't think Song ever brought her that sandwich.
He brought her that sandwich. At least I
Well,
thought
maybe
he
it's
did,
the
but-
same one then. The rat liked it.
Stong will not judge you. But Yang Yang will remember this.
I made sure chat knew how to spell radigan. So
Oh, nice.
So we got one big room, 16 people, open to the sky. Yes, there is a basement.
Basement. No one's in the basement?
basement in the old building,
The old
not
building.
a basement under the tower.
Oh, got it. There's no basement under the tower. So they're all in there. I guess we go in.
So
Like,
remind me of
can
the
anyone
dimensions.
fly?
A bunch of us can fly, actually.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
various
if we
means.
hover above, I mean, we'd still have
You're
the.
11th level characters. Of course you can fly.
I mean,
could,
coming in
just
from
drop in
above.
spells from above and see what happens.
There's no
then-
way a cloth tarp will stop us, right?
One, we don't have to worry about like friendly fire or anything, because like we all just hover above, like flying, and then just like drop all our spells straight down, and whoever they hit, they hit. Hooray!
Okay. The cathedral is at least 100 feet long and at least 60 feet wide.
How tall is it? How many stories, maybe?
It's only one story according to Radigan, but that one story stretches and it is at least 80 feet tall.
Those spells that we'd have to go down inside at least a bit, probably.
And the
for most
spire's
of our
not
spells.
complete either.
Mhm.
So, like, when it is complete, it will be even taller than that. Assuming it will ever be complete and you don't just burn it down with the spells that you're going to unleash.
Unfinished cathedral, but city saved. Leave the beautiful building, but endless night. I
Which
know
is
what
the-
I'd pick.
Which is the deity that
Wait.
suffers from this? The best one in the city. Oh.
Well. Do you think Lathander would be happier with us if we said yes, endless night? I think that's the opposite of his portfolio.
Fair enough.
That
So-
doesn't mean that we're gonna get out of this. Okay, so
Are we going to try to, like, bust open the top of the cathedral at least to let in, like, sunlight?
I think it's worth a shot.
I thought there
How much
was no
sun
roof.
is happening though?
Oh, there's no roof
Isn't-
already.
Is the permanent or this magical darkness inside the cathedral though? Will we even be able to see down inside of it? Or
I don't know. We haven't been up there.
yeah, okay.
But also,
wasn't
we go
clear.
up there and we start aiming non-radiant spells and see what happens. Maybe it will disrupt the
And it-
ritual.
And the rat said there's 16 people in there.
16 people.
Oh,
Presumably, they are all vampires.
so is that and the chanting seems to be coming from the cathedral, not the house?
Yes,
thought-
the chanting is growing slightly louder.
Okay.
Well,
George, I
perhaps
feel like you're the one that planned all of this. Cecilia is looking like, what do you think we should do? But you're muted, so
Land?
Everyone doing the
I-
bingo, do mark that on your bingo sheet.
yeah.
okay.
Well-
Planned is a loose word, but you did have the big board with all the strings and the documents and the research.
None of them led me to Lathander's temple. Look, they're all gathered where the altar would be. Otherwise, why bother? So, if you want to do the drop in from above and hit them with as many large area attacks as possible, see if it disrupts the chanting. It's a good idea.
I'm not gonna lie. What I would like to do is for you to make yourself look like Mirren and go in there and mess with his head, and then we'll drop stuff on him.
Yeah. Maybe
While
we'll
I'm
do
there.
both. Well, you have ways of getting out, right?
In small little jumps, but I'm happy to try that. However, if it's dark, he's not going to see Mirren. I mean, I don't even need to disguise myself. I could just disguise my voice.
Do we
Let's
know
see.
if the Night King can see in magical darkness? I feel like if your name is the Night King, you should be able to.
It would
but
also
that's
be
just a
really
feeling.
silly if 16 vampires were fumbling in the dark inside of the cathedral from the darkness that they created.
It would be real
Knocking
silly.
over the chalice.
Yeah. Somebody turn on the light. Who said that?
Everybody hold hands. That's not my hand.
No, we should try that first. Like, put on Marin's voice and her appearance, but like use her voice and like go to the front door and kick it down and yell like "Daddy," and then
We need to talk.
Daddy,
No. If he's a crazy narcissist, you go in there and you say, like, I've been misled. You were right all along. That's what he wants to hear. Like, okay, he's not my dad, but I'm pretty sure there's a parallel here that if you
I
go
want
in
to be
there,
a part of this.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
blame it on someone else. Maybe don't say your mom lied because I don't know anything about Marin's mom.
Stupid Illyra.
Illyra, yeah, blame Illyra. Then he will be like, ah, yes, you are back in the fold.
Yeah. And then maybe you could get close enough to the chalice or the ritual to disrupt it and figure out a way to get rid of the darkness or something.
and then we can come in from when the darkness is.
Can we
Mhm.
can we like give
I mean-
him true sight so he knows what he's doing?
I'm out of slots.
Oh no.
I need a quick jaunt to the astral
May-
sea.
maybe-
so I
Right.
can-
Now everybody pause, and we're gonna have Stong teach Sturge this spell. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lathander from far above, was watching as if this were a stream and wanted to spend his golden lions, I mean,
Oh my
divine
God.
powers, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you do.
Anyways.
Chat, I do want you to know you don't have to only spend gold to refresh
Yeah, I need
elite
to like-
spell slots. You could do it for
Thank
Stong
you.
as well. I'm just saying. All right.
I'm cool.
If only there were a way for Stong to reclaim some slots.
Look, we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
look, I
all
think this is-
right.
Oh, there you go. Shay got you.
Covered you. with spell
Thank you.
slots.
Okay, I will.
All right, we'll stop begging.
Oh,
You're all
my
gonna
God.
Begging like
destroy
it's
my
a
game. I
telethon.
get it.
Come on, guys. Okay, he casts True Seeing on Sturge. Thank you so much, Shay. Appreciate it.
This is what
I know
Eric
you're
has
saving up
reduced
for the
us to.
Trask.
Yeah, by not letting us rest. We're begging,
Yeah, that's right.
begging for stuff.
Please, chat, help us.
So, Sturge,
Have you all no shame?
For the
Okay.
love of God,
No.
chat, help us.
so are you
Now,
Are
I
you
do want to
going to,
remind everybody that can only happen twice in a given session. So,
Oh, I thought
oh, somebody
one
gave.
left? Hold it for a very important moment.
Oh, hey, somebody gave me inspiration.
I guess Shay tried to balance it out. A boon for us, a boon for you.
So I
Oh,
just want to
shit.
point out my shirt. When the DM smiles, it's too late.
Oh.
Yeah.
20.
All right. Is there
Okay,
anything
so-
else we can do to Sturge to make him slightly safer before we send him into a den of vampires?
Oh, I can cast freedom of movement on him, and so I'll do that. I'll cast freedom of movement on you, so you cannot be constrained, and so you'd be able to escape easily if you are, and be able to pass easily through any difficult terrain. And then let me see. I suppose I could.
Thank you so much, Hamstar. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank
very
you.
nice. Thank you.
I am absolutely envisioning Rogar right now, like walking around Sturge, like almost like a tailor, like just sort of checking, be like, I could affect your this, but that balance with this.
Okay, so you cast a couple buffs on Sturge.
Alright.
And then he's gonna head in on his own.
Mhm. And then
Do you
what
see-
should the rest of us do though?
I mean, Sturge, do you want somebody to go with you? In whatever
Sarshan
way?
raises his hand. I would like to accompany my best friend Sturge.
Sarshan, you keep wanting to go
Sarshan.
inside real bad. What's up? What's up? What's up?
I
there?
know.
I just want to protect him. That's all.
Sarshan, could you take the form of a wolf so that it looks as though I have a pet my father is unaware of?
I could do that.
I think that would be excellent.
I would
I
never
mean-
have thought of that idea myself. Good idea, Sturge. And he
As
means
long as
that
your mother-
literally
I
because
mean-
his int is 9.
As long as Cecilia is okay with it.
Yeah, we are down to desperate measures, so don't let him die.
Don't worry, Cecilia, he says, clasping your hands. I will not die.
Did you hear that, Sarshan? Don't let me die.
I will not let Sturge die either.
And I guess since if he's just sending Sturgeon, right?
I will
So
not
we're-
let any of you
So then-
die.
And
That
I
is a
wish
good
to
question.
save all
Those-
of you.
Those two are going in. Do we want to either get up high or like slide in the sides and like duck and hope that the darkness drops?
I mean, Artemis is all
The idea.
flying above.
team high right here.
Okay.
Well, here's why I'm asking, because I have protection from evil. I could cast it just on Sturge. It's a concentration spell, so if I wouldn't be able to like bless the whole party or anything like that
No,
as
no.
long as I'm holding it. But it would protect you from undead. It would give you advantage against undead.
How long does it last?
It lasts for 10 minutes. So I would give you
That
10
does
minutes.
seem-
You can't be charmed
That is handy.
Can't be
'cause
frightened.
That's a thing.
or possessed.
Oh.
So I feel
It
like I
doesn't
should.
stretch over
I mean,
two
why not?
people, right?
No, one will.
Okay.
I'd have to cast it twice to do that. Like, oh no, and I can't, correct? Because it's a
No.
concentration spell. So,
Sarshan
So-
says, I have a very weak mind, but a very strong will.
aye.
Yeah, but it
Sturge.
takes 1/1. But okay, I think that's smart. I think Sturge is the one doing the talking. He's gonna have their attention.
Okay, I'll cast it. Protection from evil on Sturge. Oh, Sharindlar protects you and shields you from the undead, foul creatures within.
I'm going to cast Long Strider at 4th level. And that means I get to give it to 3 other people. Definitely going to give it to Stong and Rogar. That gives you
That
an
makes
extra
you-
10. It gives you an extra 10 movement. And then the sisters,
You would just Cecilia's like, could you just put it on Sergeant?
Darshan. Okay.
We've got flying ability. That feels
Okay.
like it will be good,
Okay.
and it will make me not worry and
Okay.
worry more about hitting vampires with the blasts.
Sarshan turns
Okay.
into a red wolf. He looks up at Cecilia and he gives her a reassuring nod.
I'm gonna try to be reassured. All right,
All
I'm
right.
gonna get ready to fly. Then I'm
Uh,
gonna go ahead and cast my otherworldly guys.
I still need a buff Sturge once because I haven't. I can enhance. So Stong walks up to Sturge, and he puts his hand on Sturge's shoulder. And he says, "It's really brave of you, really quite selfless of you to be doing this, putting yourself in like the line of danger for everyone. You've never really been like a heroic type. So, are you sure? I'll
Mostly I'm
support you if you want to back out of this."
No, it's much more interesting this way. Mostly I chafe at not knowing what to do and having nothing to do. And in this case, I have something to do. I like it. Also, remember my theory of curses canceling each other out?
Mm-hmm.
Still carry a couple curses. what better way to cancel one of them than throw myself at the Night King? He himself embodies a curse, really. I'm certain one of them will neutralize him. If not, what's another curse?
Right. Yeah, what's another curse? Okay. So, would you like me to enhance your charisma or your intelligence or something else?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. Yeah, so Stong casts Owl's Wisdom on Sturge, and you now have advantage on wisdom checks.
Cecilia's gonna come and be like, okay, if it gets out of hand, you shout pineapple and get out of there, and we will just rain fire.
Pineapple means I'm escaping the zone of destruction.
Yes.
Time to
Fire
pull the
at
trigger.
Yes. Okay. And Rogar releases his defense against evil so that we didn't waste 3 minutes talking to him of the 10 minutes.
Yes.
True.
And this is when I cast the other rolly guys, so it can fly, and it's not a whole minute of time.
Yeah, no more talking. Go, Sturge. The timer's
Ready,
ticking.
break! Everybody, and launch spells!
So
Well, Artemisia's
Sturge-
gonna
okay,
one sorcery point. I figure sorcery points might be. I should track them this time for once.
Yeah.
She's going to use 1 to double telekinesis to 20 minutes.
Do we have a way to get Rogar up?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a Pegasus somewhere out there that I can summon because of
You
Fine
whistle
Greater
for the
Steed.
Pegasus. That's
yeah.
it. That's the answer. You go, I got this, and you whistle for the Pegasus.
Yeah. So like Stone does that, but like somewhere in his mind he's like, I wish it were a unicorn. But then a Pegasus.
Aw.
Does the Pegasus come, Eric?
No.
What?
Well, do you?
Fine Greater
okay, hold on.
Okay.
Did you cast a spell to summon a Pegasus?
So it lasts until the creature dies or
yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, yes, a Pegasus comes. I thought you were just saying, I wish I had a Pegasus right now.
Oh, I see. Man. I
But
wish
he
I
really
had
wanted
a luck
it.
blade right
Yes,
now.
when Pegasus arrives.
Your
Important
Pegasus,
question.
sir.
Rogar.
Rogar's eyes kind of get big and sparkly. It's like, oh, pretty. And
Pegasus looks over at Stong. Hmm?
I mentally tell him what's up, and then I say, just listen to Rogar. This is your new master for now. We gotta
New
get
friend.
him up there.
Pegasus nods.
okay, can the Pegasus kneel down or something? 'Cause-
Just give him a boost.
Yeah, the Pegasus and the dwarf stare at each other for a minute. And then the Pegasus is like, just bows so you can climb up onto it.
he respects the fact that I'm the perfect height. So, okay, I climb up on him, or her. Is it, or them? What-
Make an animal handling check or a
Okay.
nature check.
All right. Or nature.
Oh, okay.
nice.
21 is sufficient. The Pegasus is definitely a female Pegasus.
All right.
I thought he was rolling to get on it. Oh, gracious.
He was
Oh,
Okay.
taking a glance under the Pegasus's skirts.
A 21 glance, apparently.
I also get the right
A real good
gynecological
glance.
there practically. All right, so here we go. I hop up on the Pegasus. And have you given the Pegasus a name, Stone?
No, I've been waiting for it to tell me its name. We haven't really interacted that much yet for me to become familiar with it. Perhaps after this adventure.
Cecilia's speech is probably not still active or whatever, right?
Oh,
So-
the
It's
Pegasus
on
and
whenever I want it.
Yeah, we can communicate with each other telepathically
okay.
because that is what the spell does. Like that's a spell, Find Greater Steed.
I'll just say, is it okay if I call you Peggy until you tell Stone your name, I guess?
The Pegasus looks at you and then nods.
Because I feel like just saying Pegasus. So okay, cool. All right, Peggy, here we go.
Huzzah! You leap up into the air and start flying. Okay.
I also want to make Cecilia awkwardly hug Wolf Sarshan before she flies off.
Wolf Sarshan like licks Cecilia's hand.
Okay.
Rogar just assumes Ruin's
thought.
not here.
Okay. And then bounds off with Sturge. Okay, so
Okay.
Sturge and Sarshan are heading into the tower on their own. Okay. Cool.
Sturge makes himself Mirren with his scarf of disguise.
Okay.
He begins walking.
Oh no.
Who
He begins
knows
to
very
freeze.
well. He tests his voice a couple times with them. Ta-ta, I will see you shortly after I speak with my father. And then she does a little dance move, which he's seen 100 times because she's always freaking dancing, and sachets into the darkness.
All right.
Oh, and he drinks, what the hell? He's got a fire resistance potion. Might as well use it. Not going to use it if I die.
Hey, Cecilia, where did Sturge go? What was Mirren doing here?
I will explain to you on the roof.
Okay.
I guess Sturge went wherever Sturge goes before he comes from nowhere. Anyway, so he went nowhere. Okay, you plunge into the darkness, which surrounds you like a velvet blanket. You expected it to chill and freeze, but the darkness is hot and humid as though you're wading into a hot fog. Your skin immediately breaks out into sweat and your hair frizzes. You move through the darkness, wary of each and every shadow, until finally you come upon an archway leading into the cathedral proper, the tower, inside which the darkness finally parts, and you find yourselves in the heart of the cathedral.
Where's my father?
All right, you can look at Roll20 if you like.
All right, give me a
Position us
second.
toward the front here. Okay.
We are in Roll20 view. Ta-da!
Heart of the cathedral. Okay. While you're making your way, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check, Sturge. And we're going to have Sarshan make a stealth check as well.
All right. I
Could have
have
enhanced his dexterity, I'm just saying, but you know, it's fine. Hey, you did pretty
advantage
well.
on this.
Okay. All right. So at one point while you were making your way through, you stepped on some broken crockery and it made a loud crunching sound, and you paused and waited.
Almost.
Nothing.
Well, am I there where I see myself now? When that happens?
You are now. No, that happened while you were getting to be here.
Okay. Well, if no one.
Yeah, no one came at you.
Okay.
All right. So the heart of the cathedral opens up before you. It's a massive room. It's full of night masks. You see a number of robed figures surrounding this black mass of darkness that is leaching out tendrils toward the walls, filling them up with black. You see that there's a purple circle drawn on the floor. You can recognize a couple of the figures. Specifically, you recognize you can make out the small forms of the Count of Coins, dressed like a dandy in colorful and fitted noble attire, and the Duchess of Venom, who wears the frock and habit of a chirurgeon. You also, to your shock, see a vampire who shares the androgynous form of the Duke of Whispers, though you could have sworn you slew that terrible creature in their lair out of 10 tests. These night masters stand about a purple circle drawn on the floor, one that resembles Shar's symbol, enacting a terrible ritual in the blackest of speech, and darkness pours forth like snakes of black mist. Watching it all is the Night King himself, lounging in a gilded throne placed at the head of the chamber. They do not appear to have seen you. Please make a perception check.
Like we've barely managed each one of those things to fight them all at the same time.
Yep.
I say we nuke the place from orbit.
It's the only way to be sure.
It's the only way to be sure.
Well, with your 21, you got a pretty good result. Okay, with your 21, you can see numerous Night Mask assassins kind of lurking behind these pillars here.
Okay. Do any of them resemble the one that we met and who escaped Cecilia's banishment?
None of them look like that one in particular. So here's one, for instance. Here's another one. Kind of lurking around these pillars, obviously waiting and standing guard. Some of them are just leaning against the pillars, looking bored. Some of them are carving something. One of them is laying out cards on the floor. They don't seem to have noticed you. Sarshan does not appear to have noticed the assassins, and he starts forward as the wolf.
Up. There are assassins, one at each of the pillars. Follow
Okay.
my lead.
Yep, he
Follow
stops. He nods at
my
you.
lead. Follow my lead.
Yeah, he nods at you a third time.
We walk as if we know exactly what we're doing. Heel, Sturge says, and walks up the middle of the aisle. And as soon as he notices that someone notices him, he's going to say in a, what the hell happened?
Just
There he is. He's going to say in a loud, clear voice, or rather, Father, I wish to partake of the ritual. I was wrong. But not until he knows someone's noticed him and has taken umbrage with his presence.
Aha. Okay.
I'm just going to keep moving Sturge along on the map here until I hear you say, somebody cares.
Well, hold on a second. Stop.
Oh, okay.
So you openly address the Night King, which is very
Only when I see an assassin starting to prepare to skewer me.
As soon as you just step forward clearly, they like start up and reach for their weapons, and then you speak out to the Night King and you say that you would like to participate in this ritual and that you were wrong. Okay,
And then
Night King, who has been lounging on the chair, watching the darkness intently, looks up and sees you across the way. So basically, there's like this big bonfire full of black flames that are reaching up to the sky, and you can sort of see him past this fire, and he can see you. And he stands up, and he says, "Lady Darkdance, welcome. This is an unexpected surprise." And then he raises a hand, and the assassins who have been raising up weapons stand down.
Mirren looks at each of them and holds their gaze for a moment as if they'd better stand the fuck down or she's going to make their
PG-13.
eyeballs
That was
explode.
it. That was the one.
PG-13.
That was the one. Yep.
Okay.
And then she's going to curtsy to her father and say, I might have been wrong. Proceed. May I join you?
I'm going to need you to make a deception check, please.
Under what circumstances would I have advantage on this?
Well, you have a pretty convincing disguise.
Oh, can I do a performance check to see how well he nails her voice? Because he has advantage on that.
Sure. Go ahead and make a performance check.
There is no magic for that. So that's got to be pretty convincing. There's no ventriloquism spell anymore. That got nerfed. So this is the only way. The actor feat is the only way to imitate someone's voice.
Cool. Make a
Perfectly.
check.
Or if you're like a Kenku.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Kenku just looks at the Night King. All right.
All right. How did the
You got
advantage
a
pan out on this
21
one?
and a 21.
Okay, so you get advantage on your deception check to convince him that you are indeed Mirren.
People. Okay, give me a second while I find my character sheet again. I have only 2 screens here.
What?
What? Only 2 screens?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So he had advantage and he rolled a 20 and a 1. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
I
you.
hope
Night
that,
King.
that feels ominous somehow.
The
Yeah.
Night King seems to be drawn in. And like the other vampires look at him like, "You're not buying this, are you?" And he's like,
No, because in this case, he didn't even need advantage. That was the main. He rolled a 20 on the main roll.
yeah. The Night King puts his hand out to silence them. And he looks at you and he says, "How did you find out?"
Oh, please. Is there much that I don't know? My God.
Yes. In fact, there is much that you do not know. Or you lost your memory when you were whisked away from me. But you seem to have regained it.
Serge, Cecilia's thinking at you so hard. Flatter him, make him right. Do you remember the thing I said?
So Sturgeon's sitting there and he's about to go, "You dumbass." Oh, and then he goes,
My
Well-
beloved daughter, the Night King says, "This is an unexpected treat. Please come and join me." You see that next to the Night King is a cloaked figure, kind of a lithe, androgynous figure with silvery gray hair coming out of their hood, who looks over at the Night King and then looks down at the ground. So you can't really see their identity because their hood's very low over their face.
Oh my god.
it's probably someone really fucking freaky, like
Stop it, Steven.
All right.
freaking me. It's gonna be like,
What do you
Mirren
do?
has blue hair. It's not Mirren.
What do you do? Do you
so-
head over toward the Night King?
yeah.
Do you see the Agral anywhere?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for the Agral,
Make a
but
perception check.
I'm guessing it's in the middle of that freaking maelstrom of nullity. Stand by while I find my character sheet again.
Well, he's doing
Perception.
that. Can you clarify for me, Eric? Maybe I misunderstood it. So the impenetrable darkness we couldn't see through when we were outside. Did they pass through that and now everything is clear in here except for that spot of darkness? Or is that like a darker darkness in the middle of the magical darkness?
The impenetrable darkness they did pass through
Okay.
and then came to this area of lighter space,
Okay.
Oh.
All
which
right.
Sturge has not reported back to you yet.
Yeah.
Because, why would he do something obvious like that?
He's in the middle of an extremely dangerous situation. I do
Yeah.
not blame him.
That's
Yep,
true.
yep.
I'm not saying that, it's unrealistic. Anyway. So,
So 16, unless I have advantage for some reason.
I think 16 is sufficient to see the Agral. So I
nice.
just created the Agral and I'm going to put it's there on the altar. And you see that blackness
Oh.
is the blackness is seeping
Oh my
out
God.
of it and around it.
I'm gonna zoom in on this.
And it
Okay.
does seem to be a significant part of the ritual.
Okay. So, where are the windows here?
They're covered in darkness. You can't see. Well, you do have the true sight, I guess. So yeah, there
Yeah.
are windows out there in the darkness. I just don't have them specified on the map.
It's gonna be
They're
important
boarded
where
over. That they're not set though, because the building is still being built, right? So most of the windows haven't been cut out, and those that have are just empty spaces.
Okay, but I need to know where. Oh, here's Sturge's idea. He's got 30-foot reach with his mage hand. He's going to grab that biatch, and then he's going to run to a window and what do you call it?
Misty step.
Misty step out the window and yell daisy chain and crash to the ground on the other side, breaking both of his legs, and hold up the chalice for one of his friends to grab.
All right, let me ask you this question. How did you get past the arm of darkness that's seeping over that space?
Oh, well, you didn't ask me about that.
I know, because you just moved your token without like...
I mean, is it a wall of darkness or is it an arm that's way up in the air?
It is like a tendril of darkness reaching toward the wall, and it is about level with you.
Do a flip.
Oh, yeah, I got acrobatics up the yin yang.
Do a barrel roll.
And you pass a... so this cloaked person right here is
Yeah,
clearly a vampire.
yeah.
And they're wearing a black cloak with purple trim, and they're reciting words to this ritual.
And I give them respectful birth. And you know what would Mirren do? She'd misty step past the arm. So that's what I'll do.
I mean,
Poof.
yes, that is what Miriam would do.
So yeah, I got to keep it.
Super nonchalantly.
Yeah, right there. That's where you go. And look back at my doggy
Again,
and
not
say,
in a box. Okay.
follow along. Come. He would say, heal.
Sarshan looks at the darkness, looks at you, and kind of looks back and forth.
Oh no.
And the Night King says, "When did you get a dog?"
When I lost my mind, glaring at the freaking dog that can apparently Misty Step too. Why the freak hasn't it yet?
Is that the Crimson Wolf? Did you enslave him?
Of course.
Yep. Super bad.
Tell him to go into the darkness. We can use his sacrifice.
Oh God.
That would empower the ritual and make it over faster.
About
It's
ready
taking so
to
long.
about ready to suggest that.
If only you let me talk,
Eyeballs.
Dad.
Eyeballs on Sortion. You can Misty Step, right? Follow.
He looks
heal.
at you. Okay, make an insight check.
You have advantage on wisdom checks, just remember.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would, if I were a better artist, but maybe one of our, I was like, I feel like we should have like a thing of expressions, like, cause like different eye positions and eyebrow positions and facial expressions and what they translate into, all the things we've used, like the language of looks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that wolf is looking at you as hard as possible, saying, "Not as a wolf, idiot."
I am going to look at Daddy and say, Daddy, I like my wolf. I'm going to say, jump.
So at this point, the Duke of Shadows interrupts what they are doing and comes over to you and looks at you.
And at this point, I'm going to assume this person's going to see through my disguise. I'm going to grab the Grawl, bolt for the window, Misty stepped through the window and yelled, "Daisy chain!"
Okay.
Oh my god.
Roll initiative,
Once
buddy.
again, yeah.
Should we all roll?
Yes, everyone should roll initiative.
How do we roll without our tokens, I guess? I
Is
guess
there
we
a way
just
to have an advantage on that?
I will put your tokens on the field briefly so that you
Oops.
can roll for initiative.
All
Oh,
right,
good.
thank
I'll
you.
re-roll. Don't worry.
So hold on one second.
Oh, damn it. I already did it.
Well,
Whoa.
that might have been a mistake. Oh man.
We'll know in a second.
All right, hold on one second.
Oh.
I gotta reselect it. Oh no, I don't. I'll roll 20. Why are you being difficult? Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me go down and put your minis on the field for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, if you rolled initiative individually,
No, it's
I can
okay.
just
It's
add
okay.
it
It's
to-
cool.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
Oh,
the
sorry.
rest of the group.
Can
Relax.
we just do it over
Yeah.
for just so it's easier?
Yeah. Okay, I'll put you
Well, I
on the
gotta get
token later.
advantage
There
on
you are.
initiative.
You're at the bottom.
Ah.
Okay.
I had a 21 last time. I got an 8 this time, but that's all right.
Okay. Respectable.
All right, so
Nice. Wait, Rogar rolled a crit for his initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, but it was before he put the tokens on the board.
Go ahead and argue for it.
We should not encourage people to argue with their DMs.
It's like a free
Isn't that part
advantage
of
roll.
D&D?
I mean, he offered to put him on, so if he'd be willing to keep the 21, I'm happy to keep the 21.
Nice going, Sortion, sleepy doggy.
wow.
You did not explain what you were doing. You were just bamfing out of there and leaving him behind. Save some of that.
Yeah, you're like, I'll
As-
just leave him to die. It's all good.
As Sturge
Oh.
goes
He has
out,
that long strider.
right before he gets to the window, he's gonna go, "What's the point of Misty's being a dog if you can't bamf?" And he's gonna go out the window.
All right. Wait until your turn, Steven. We haven't done initiative yet. All right, relax.
Yeah, right. Like the Duke of Shadows is gonna have an initiative better than Sturge's.
Man, I feel like you
my
should
feel
yell
like
at
you're
Sarsha,
temp-
multi-class into druid, bro. Because then you can misty step while you're in animal form.
Oh my god.
I do feel a little like the other lesson is don't taunt your DM.
Critical
Argue.
fail on the initiative. Oh,
Wait,
don't make me sad, bro.
You know,
But there's a
why?
20 and a 19?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
keep,
the 20 is somebody who's really far from the action.
you keep ranting, and it is going to go very much against you. I'm just
Oh.
saying.
You know, the more you positively project, damn it.
And now he knows what you want to do. So we're just
Stupid.
gonna stop you.
I mean, you've repeated it like at least 3 times now.
That
Go
that
ahead.
is absolutely.
Maybe the
true.
allure of a chase scene is strong enough.
Ooh.
More beverage.
And let's see. Sorry, I should have rolled these beforehand, but you know. Anyway,
What? 2 of them? 3 of them go before Sturge? This is preposterous.
This is
I
why
demand a
vampires
reroll.
Suck. They're good at everything.
I mean,
Stupid vampires.
their dexterity is 18, so. Anyway,
As if that was the only person in the room with an 18.
the Count of Coins, who is this vampire right here.
Too bad he's so far away from everything.
Wait a second. That one smells so familiar.
Your mom
I think
smells familiar.
I have smelled that before. And that reeking stench of arrogance. That's all he did on his turn. However,
Mirren is going to reply, yes, I'm arrogant. Oh,
the Duke of Shadows is going to start casting a spell.
okay. Good thing I have counterspell.
Are you going to cast Counterspell?
I don't know. Depends
Well,
what he
now would be
does.
when you decide that.
I don't know. Actually, maybe I'm just bluffing. Maybe I don't have counterspell.
Cool. So are you going to do it or not?
I don't know. What's he doing?
Make an Arcana check.
What?
If you would like to identify the spell they are casting, make an
He is
Arcana
definitely
check.
casting a spell at you.
Make
Steve.
an Arcana check.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
I mean, if he's casting Longstrider, I totally don't care.
Yep, make an Arcana check, like I said.
Casting Longstrider, what a dumbass.
Nice.
Okay. How's it go?
Okay. They are casting Hold Monster.
I'm not a monster. What a dumbass.
Well,
Okay.
Hold Monster, the title is misleading. It actually affects creatures.
Oh,
Any
okay.
creature.
I am a creature.
Except undead.
Yeah.
And you are many things, Sturge, but you are not undead.
So wait, I don't need to cast this?
Would you like to try and counterspell?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a 5th level spell slot to spend?
Why do you ask 5th level?
Because Hold Monster is a 5th level spell.
Well, that's the
Does a
guarantee.
4th level not have a chance at canceling
you have a
it?
chance.
I
You
am just asking you what slot
What
you're
would
gonna
my
use.
knowledge? What would my deep knowledge of magic tell me?
It is a 5th level spell that they are casting at you. That's what it would tell you.
But I have freedom of movement. Oh,
Oh, interesting.
right, right. Right.
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to
Amazing.
be like, uh-oh, and just keep going.
All right. So you
Shake
you
your
do
head
not,
in disappointment.
You do not counter that spell, is what we're
No.
saying. Okay.
We still have a chance to resist it, you know,
Cool.
if you want to, but
The
I
vampires
just
that
mostly
are
want to infuriate him.
the vampires that are doing the ritual are not able to. They're not really paying attention, so they're not going to do anything. So
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
it is now Sturge's turn.
Can I clarify something?
Yes.
I have the chalice, right?
No.
This is what you're doing now.
on
This
the
is what you're
table.
doing now
Okay, grabbing the chalice.
with your mage hand.
Yep. Inspector Gadget is what I like to call it.
Okay. You grab the chalice with your mage hand.
Mhm.
Go gadget.
Okay.
And retract it to myself. Then I turn on the afterburners.
Gonna throw on the
I've
brakes,
got
they'll
some
fly right
long-
by.
I got some long strider going. 35 feet. Well, actually, more like
You retract it to yourself. Okay. You see
Yeah.
that the streams of purple energy coming from the chalice are still connected to the chalice, and they're going to the spot of darkness in the middle of the room.
oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
Do you touch
And-
the chalice with your own hand?
no, with my mage hand.
Okay.
He's been very careful with that.
Cool.
Okay. And
Oh my god.
I go to about here. And then I do. Wait a sec. What's the range of Misty Step?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. I go to about 20 feet. Cast Misty Step, which gets me to there. Then I've got another. Oh man. I got so much. And I shout as after I Misty Step, Daisy Chain, and just start running. I just double dash.
Now,
Do any of us know what you mean when you say daisy chain?
Yeah.
Okay,
Daisy chain is a special code.
go ahead
which
and move
we-
your token. Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So I got. Daisy chain is a special token. I think Artemisia came up with it, which
All right.
which means she sees me.
So
She
let's see.
Is it from your
dimension
Yeah.
doors to my location, grabs me, dimension doors away 500 feet, and probably does that until she's out of 4th level spells, till we're like 2,000 feet away, and the chalice is by that time inside the bag of holding. And
Unfortunately,
lot of
that
action.
is
and
not
episode
the
over.
case.
All right, thank you for coming.
Yeah, you have to take it
Mage
step by
hand.
step, Steven.
Steven,
Yeah.
the mage hand can only carry the chalice 30 feet each time you use it.
Oh, interesting.
okay,
And since
so
you were not touching the chalice yourself, you teleporting away does not affect the chalice. The chalice is just in your mage hand.
can we do a Arcana check or something so I know that?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check. So you have moved away. The chalice is still floating over behind you in your mage hand. Make an Arcana check.
Oh, I get it. Okay. So the idea is Inspector Gadget it back to myself.
Yeah, it can get 30 feet. I moved it
Okay.
30 feet toward the
Mm,
direction
is-
you were going.
Is that an action?
The mage hand is an action, yes.
Okay. So then I still have, if I want to dash, I still have 30 feet, right?
You can move 30 feet normally, yes.
Okay.
Would you get
so,
40 feet because of the long strider?
Oh, long strike, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 30 feet. I stick it in the mage in the bag of holding. Right?
Okay, now you're contradicting what you said you did earlier.
Okay, so I need an Arcana check to see if I realize what's happening, what my possibilities are.
I mean, I am allowing you to make an Arcana check so that I can tell you that all of the thing that you just described is not going to work in one turn.
Okay, got you. So does my 11 Arcana alert
Well,
me
it
to
is
the
only a
fact that-
cantrip, so yeah, you can tell. The mage hand will only move it 30 feet at a time.
Okay, so I need to stuff it in the bag of holding, right? And then do my 40 feet of movement for 20, and then do my 30-foot BAMF, and then do my wait, is that it? No,
Placing
that's
it
it.
up.
That's all I got.
So, how many of those things can he do on one turn? Let's clarify that.
Move.
You've got a movement, your bonus action is your Misty Step, and your Mage Hand is your action. Is stuffing
Yeah.
it in the bag a second action? Is the question.
No,
Also,
that's an
technically,
interact with object.
Also,
Isn't that-
technically, if you cast a cantrip, you are boned for
Yeah, you
like double
can't-
casting.
Well, no, that's
So you have
that's
to
not
cast
true.
a cantrip, don't you?
Yeah.
No, he would have to Misty Step first.
Oh, he can miss.
No,
a
you
step
can do it the
after
other way.
Casting the cantrip.
Can
that
you?
would be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just has to be a
Yeah,
cantrip.
thanks,
You can't
Yang
do
Yang.
No, I mean, I
a
swear you
leveled
couldn't
spell.
double cast spells.
I like how we're having this very involved action economy discussion. All right, you wanted to try and put the chalice in the bag of holding? Okay. So, you, what happened to your icon? Did you just delete yourself?
No, he's in the darkness. He's in the darkness.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't see you, and I should have been able to see you. Okay. So, all right. The chalice gets over to you, and you put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
amp.
Darkness. You see the bag of holding starts roiling and
Yeah.
bubbling, and then a stream of darkness rips through the bag of holding back to the black hole there.
Okay. Okay.
and it destroys the bag of holding.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Where's the mage hand, or where's the chalice?
It's still floating in the same spot.
Where I am with my mage hand on it.
What else did you have in the bag of holding, out of curiosity?
I think we said cheese. I don't
For
remember.
a long time, it was a sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I think it was a bunch of papers, but I think they all came out because they were the night
Honestly,
papers.
I don't care.
I don't
It
think
can-
it's
Okay, well, all that stuff suddenly falls onto the ground
It's an old sandwich.
in that area, making that area difficult terrain.
Ratty, whatever his
Rats
name
come
is,
out,
going to
they're
be
like,
super happy.
Radigan.
Radigan.
There's a bunch of dumb stuff in there.
Well,
Wait,
now it's on the
You're still standing right there. Just
Okay,
wanna
so
clarify.
the chalice is still in my mage hand, right?
I'm not sure if your mage hand would persist if you put your mage hand inside the bag of holding. Because
Boy,
you
bag of
dropped,
holding
you either
physics.
dropped the chalice into the bag of holding, or you put it in with the mage hand. And I mean, I don't think the rules specified exactly what happened here.
It's not an extra dimensional phenomenon, the mage hand.
Okay, so yeah, the chalice is still in your mage hand, yes, and your mage hand is still floating there.
All right, I'm going to stuff it in my shirt and just say fuck it. And
so
Yo,
you,
yo,
How'd that
yo.
are you
Steven.
actually going to
Steven.
touch the chalice with your?
no. The mage hand is going to stuff it in, like, he has so many layers on for hiding shit, and he's going to stuff it into his shirt between layers and Misty Step
Okay,
and shout Daisy Chain.
Duke of Whispers counterspells your Misty Step.
Oh.
Okay, and then wait, where did Sturge go? He's gonna meet eyes with the Duke of Whispers and say, "You and me later." And then he's going to use. Does he have? He hasn't used. So what? Has he used an action yet?
Yes.
Now there is he's used all of his actions.
Okay.
There's this arm of darkness now, this tendril of darkness connected to Sturge.
Okay. Is it connected to the chalice or to Sturge?
It's connected to the chalice, which is in Sturge's shirt.
Under his vest
Mhm.
and on top of his shirt.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Eternal darkness really stains. You're going to have a hard time getting that out, man.
Wait a second. I
Get
can
it
use a
somewhere.
counterspell to counterspell his counterspell.
You could do that, yes.
Gonna.
Nice. Nice.
You know what though?
It's become like a Magic the
Oh,
Gathering episode or something. Hold on, it's like, but
The
I.
Night King counterspells your counterspell.
Oh,
And you know what? Sturge is gonna make eye contact with him and say, "Later, we're gonna have words."
Oh my god.
well,
And of course, we
Well.
can't see any of this, so additional counterspells are not available to make this
Pretty
even
much
more
true.
bananas.
I mean,
Sure wish I had a magical wolf to help me right now. Oh well.
if he had had a turn, he could have turned into himself, and then he could have counterspelled that counterspell. If he
I'm
has
not even
counterspell
listening.
and-
I'm just taking care of some spell slots here.
All right, I'm trying to move the chalice, but it keeps selecting this thing of darkness that I have here.
Serves you
so
right.
I'm just gonna move it a little bit. Okay, here
My
we go.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh, come
wait,
on.
is that darkness? I thought that was the edge of the cathedral.
It is sort of. It's both. Anyway,
But I have true sight, so I know it's there.
So the wall is there,
I
but the
traced
rest of
that
us don't see
area.
it.
I traced that area to be the edge of the cathedral. Yes, but I did that with just drawing a shape, so that's why it looks weird. Okay, but yeah, that's the edge of the cathedral, and there is a window.
Okay. Is that the end of the round? No, it's not.
That's the end of your turn.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
you took the first turn.
All right,
Oh my
Stong.
god.
So really quick, matter of
I am seeing the value in this can be a 2-part finale.
Yeah.
yeah,
one, Steven's first
right.
turn.
Because it's taken us 40 minutes to do one round.
That us is pulling a lot of work there.
Yeah.
We haven't done one
Oh
round,
my
Steven.
goodness.
We did like one turn.
Oh my goodness. But now it's Stong's turn.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
So I'm just going to rule that the other 4 of you have either arrived by the entrance, or if you would like to come from above, you can.
That was our plan.
That was our
I
plan.
think we
Come
should be up
above.
on the roof.
Really,
And we
really?
should probably put, I don't know, if we had time beforehand, peeling back the canvas would have been a smart move. That's what I would want to do first.
Sure. Sturge took a long time with his
There's
act.
There was a
So yeah, you
saunter.
had plenty of time to do that.
So just really quickly, matter of business. I'm not on the initiative board. So I initially rolled a 21, but then rolled an 8
Oh,
because I missed it.
yeah.
You would just add him. So I'm either next or I'm after everyone. But I'll leave it up to you.
I
mean,
would say next.
you
Just
could, yeah, you go
cons-
before me. I don't care.
I mean, I'm yeah. After.
Roll initiative again.
Okay.
That seems entirely fair. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
we go.
18.
Is it showing up? No,
No. Oh,
Roll
because
20.
you didn't click on your token. right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's there. It just says.
I just put it there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, descending.
There's a prediction
Sturge
going
just
on.
Went.
Sorry.
Rogar,
Sorry, thank you. Thank you,
Sorry,
Eric, for
nobody
being
is voting
patient.
yes.
you
for
are
finishing the
indeed
single
next,
episode.
Rogar.
Okay. All right. So, is it possible for me to swoop into the cathedral on the Pegasus?
I like that
Yes.
Okay. So,
You're still 80 feet up, though.
okay. How far does the Pegasus go in a? What's the range on a Pegasus?
I'll
Free
look
fall
that up, I
doesn't
guess.
count.
Especially descending. Like I would imagine, if it's falling, it has some extra footage.
Pegasus fly speed 90 feet.
Oh
Plus free
yeah. So I will swoop down. The canvas comes fluttering down. And the sun. Well, I guess it's night, isn't it? So the moonlight pours in, and from the ceiling comes swooping this majestic Pegasus with a little dwarf down in armor, hanging on for his dear life, saying, in the name of Sharidlar, sure you can suck it! And he swoops down for Sturge, to land near Sturge.
That's what I'm talking about. Air Force,
Okay.
And
Air Rescue.
he,
All right. There is this tendril of darkness connecting Sturge to the big roiling mass of darkness in the middle of the room.
Connecting the chalice.
Just thought I'd let you know.
all right. So, okay. Does dismounting take up an action or something like that, or what? How does that work? Or can I hop off the Pegasus as it lands and? I don't
You can
know the
hop off
rules.
the Pegasus as it.
Pull Sturge on the
Okay.
Pegasus and
Hop
fly
off
out of
the
there.
Pegasus. I roll on my arm, I'll stand up, and I grab the chalice.
From
no,
Sturge, inside Sturge's clothes.
I'll hold out my shield, and I'll say, Sturge, drop the chalice. And can he do that? It's not his turn. Can he just drop the chalice?
You have to
Clang,
book it.
clang.
Okay, I'll just scoop it up on him with my shield. And then I will activate my incredible new shiny dwarven helm of delving and teleportation. teleport
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
to the mage,
Nice.
the teleportation circle that we established in, I think it's Dark Dance Manor, isn't it?
There
Wait,
is a
no.
teleportation circle there. So hold on.
Wait,
Let me get this straight. You were trying to get the chalice from Sturge. Yes?
aye.
And Sturge has got the chalice inside his clothes.
My understanding is he's like holding it like
It
around
is
in his
it
shirt
is an
like this.
action to get
Question.
it out of his clothes.
question.
But he's willing.
Question. Does
Yes,
that
question.
teleportation helmet work on a group or just you?
It works on anything within 10 feet of me, so I can teleport
Could you not
myself
just
and
take
Sturge.
Sturge
Yeah.
with you
Oh,
and use Sturge as a grail carrier?
I
Man, I wasn't gonna
Probably.
say anything.
Like
'cause
the
I'm
little
not there.
coffee, like
Intelligence check.
that's what I'd probably do. And the Pegasus too. I wouldn't leave the Pegasus there. Unfortunately, Sarshan's a bit
we
more
might,
than 10
we
feet
might
away.
need the
My thought is
you
to
can summon it back if you need to.
Sarshan.
But that's
Okay, so first of all, Sturge, you said so let me get this straight. First you tried to put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Then you put it in your shirt. But
in his
you
vest,
have
but
multiple
not in
layers.
his shirt.
Okay. All right. You realize that chalice is full of liquid, right?
No.
Okay, well, you feel a dampness spreading across your shirt.
Stupid Night King.
Make a charisma save.
You're good with people, right?
Yeah, he's away with people.
What is the deal with the Night King? He's so messy.
Ugh, I hope you roll well.
I'm having a little trouble finding my character sheet. Hold on. I've got so much crap going on here.
There's still so
For the-
many vampires.
For the sake of the audience, Steven is the one who was like, oh yeah, let's use Roll20 and have maps and stuff. And then he's like, where's my
They have-
character sheet?
Okay,
They
I
have
have
many
a,
great purposes. The character sheet.
I have a
stuff's not-
confession to make. It's grading time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and
Blame
like,
it on the students. That seems fair.
midnight tonight is like the deadline, and
Oh
you
dang!
know, I don't know. It's frozen.
Hmm.
I've got my character sheet. It's frozen. Sorry. Give me
Here.
a second. Give me a second.
You manually roll.
Yeah.
Like type it in the chat in Roll20? Or is all of Roll20 frozen?
Or you can roll the fine die you got from Teacup the Creator. Teacup the Creator, one of our sponsor of our fabulous giveaway tonight.
I have a.
Oh, you're not even in here. Oh, there you are. Here.
I'm really sorry.
Did you know? You're rolling a charisma save. Is your D20 or sorry D&D Beyond?
I would
Is it
use
frozen?
D&D Beyond, but it has locked me out.
Okay,
Tell us what
I
your
can roll
modifier
for you.
is.
Is this updated?
Yeah, I
you
think
go.
so.
That should
Go
roll
for
into
it.
roll 20. You got a 15.
Cool.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Nice going. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't think
Okay.
that's enough. My
No.
guess is.
But
Unfortunately,
it's gonna get
not.
interesting.
Okay, Rogar, you make an attempt to grab that chalice from Sturge. Sturge.
No, he's grabbing Sturge. Is
Okay.
he not?
Yeah,
Sturge,
he-
I would like
I-
you to make an attack on Rogar, please.
No.
I would. Okay.
What you want to do? Do you want me to click it for you?
And I technically
What
don't
kind
have
of
to
attack?
grab him. He just has to be within 10 feet of me. So I would just
Oh, okay.
land 10
Fair.
feet from him. And
So, are you just going to activate your power?
I'm just gonna activate my power. Aye. Teleport myself, Sturge, and the Pegasus
Okay.
to the teleportation circle. My understanding is that if you're teleporting to an established teleportation circle, it's pretty much guaranteed. You don't necessarily have to.
All right. So, I'm just going to look up teleport Here we go.
Here, and I think I can pull. Oh no, I didn't. Put it on the thing. And and my hope is, my thought was that it's far enough away, and that
Spell instantly transports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Okay, you and the Pegasus teleport to the
I knew that
magic
as soon as he
circle.
said willing.
It's all right. Don't worry about me. I'm baffled, actually. I've never seen this freeze before.
Is this a good time for us to take a break and then maybe?
I think
Maybe.
it probably is. Yeah. We will be back in 10 minutes.
Okay, going on break.
Hey, everybody.
There we go.
Are we back? We back.
Yeah,
We're back.
Oh my god.
So, apparently, all right. So, thank you for sticking with us. Steven is very, very drunk right now.
Okay.
So,
Wait a second. So, for those of you who came to hang out in the pre-show, do you remember like the little bottle that he showed us with the Cosmo in it? That was like, I don't know, what, like fourth the bottle or fifth the bottle? Yeah.
No.
He drank all that, and apparently that is like 5 shots worth. And then he had a Moscow Mule on the side.
He just didn't realize it wasn't intentional.
so
He's
He's accidentally drunk.
He thought he had one Cosmo.
Steven's gonna take some nap time right now. I think we muted him, but
Who's among us has not been here?
Yeah.
I think we might add this into a bingo square at some point. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to the battle. So Rogar and Sturge, and importantly, the Chalice have disappeared.
We want to explain to the audience what we decided while we were on break.
Well,
He's
yes,
Okay.
Randy, that's
sorry.
what I'm doing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. For a
I just have
moment,
the infectious giggles.
I know.
for a moment, everything
lot laughter.
seems well, and nothing seems to change. And then a dark vein springs out from the well of darkness, connecting it through the wall, which it just bursts through. And this vein of darkness spreads across the city toward Briarhouse.
Okay. And what I meant by explaining just that, so because before we went to break, it was that he had
you wanted
come
to
with me.
explain it mechanically. Okay.
Yeah.
So, remember early on when they were doing prep and Rogar cast Protection from Evil on Sturge? Well, that would technically stop Sturge from being enchanted or possessed. And so, while Sturge is bathed in the goo, the D'Ambrosia, he has not actually been possessed. So he was actually still himself. Rogar was able to teleport them both away. This has now destabilized the ritual, although this vein of blackness is connecting to wherever the chalice is now. All right, and on that note, it is now Stong's turn. Stong.
Wait, I wanted to finish my turn.
Okay, what else can you can't do anything else on your turn. You moved, you took a bonus action to dismount, and then you took an action to teleport away.
I
What
just
else
wanted to. Well, can I tell the Pegasus to return to Stong, and since they're psychically linked, to tell Stong where I'm at or where I?
As soon as you tell the Pegasus that, technically I know it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh,
So that's
Sure.
what I wanted to do.
Okay.
that's a heck of an answering service.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much, sir. I
Stong,
appreciate it.
your turn.
Okay, so let me orient myself. Are we still like up there on the roof, or do these
Yep.
tokens mean that we are down here? Okay.
You're up in the middle, so I put you more or less in the middle. And yeah, you're up on the roof,
And
looking down.
So the tarp is now torn away.
Right. The canvas is no longer there because the Pegasus blew through it.
What about the darkness?
The darkness is just shrouding around the outer ring of the building, so you
But we
have
can
a
see
pretty
them from the
clear view of everyone below you.
Ah.
Okay. Man. So Stong right now is in giant bat form because that's what he used to fly up into the top of the cathedral. I think that he would swoop down right next to Sarshan as close as he can get to him.
How far does the bat move? What is its speed?
I believe that it is 60 feet of flying.
Okay. So you can swoop down to 20 feet off the ground because it's 80 foot ceiling.
Okay.
Stephen has requested that I clarify that he is not drunk. Sturge is just unconscious after his ordeal, and he is going to go play Darkest Dungeon now, or he is going to walk the dog.
Yeah, he's more punch drunk, exhausted than we teased, but
Yeah,
I feel like
he's not really. It's okay. He's just like he drank a bit too much, and he found the game a bit too funny, and it's fine. So, and he is off stage right now, so no worries. All right. Okay.
And also, that was all very exciting.
That was all very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Stun, you have swooped down to within 20 feet of the floor. Do you want to continue with the dash action?
No, I think I would just release polymorph right then, and then
Okay.
theoretically fall.
Yep, you fall the last 20 feet, causing yourself a little bit of fall damage. You
Okay.
take 5 fall damage.
5. Okay.
So you land, superhero landing, next to Sarshan, who is
Yeah.
still a wolf, by the way. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like a way. So Stong would like to either like get them out of there or protect the two of them, and I think that the best way that he has to do it is he's just going to cast greater invisibility on Sarshan,
Okay.
and so I think that that's it.
Okay. All right. He casts greater invisibility. The Night King's turn. All right. He is furious. And he looks across at Stong. And he narrows his eyes. The last time the Night King and Stong met, the Night King nearly stabbed him to death.
Oh right.
So there's a little bit of animus between these two. The Night King disappears into the shadows and reappears right next to Stong.
Stong wants to look at him, and he goes, "Oh hey."
The Night King narrows his eyes at Stong and he says, "You have a curious perseverance, Stong MacGuck. Always swimming upstream and pissing into the wind, never seeing the doom you face for your insolence, but this time you pissed into a hurricane." And then he attacks you, which is the biggest anime speech I could have delivered.
I like how you use that meme that Shay put in the Discord.
It was nice.
right.
Check out our Discord.
That's right. Check out the Discord for more on that. I want to credit Andrzej Sapkowski for making up that in the Witcher books, which you should totally read because they're really great. Anyway, he attacks you with this blade made of shadow. So, okay. Dice. 24 to hit you.
Hit.
Okay. Okay, he deals 16 psychic damage to you.
Okay.
And then he also tries to grab you with his other hand. So that is going to be 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, just grabbed you. I shall teach you a lesson.
If it's a grapple, do I not get an opposing thing until like next round or something?
It doesn't follow exactly the same grapple rules. You can
Yeah.
make an attempt to escape on your turn, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes it the Duchess of Venom's turn.
I hate her.
Oh yeah. This has got to be real bad. Okay. She moves over and leaps up against this pillar, bouncing off the pillar and leaping over onto the other side where she lands next to Sarshan. Although Sarshan is invisible, I guess. So she would land
yeah.
here where she can get at Stong without
to roll
actually being in the darkness.
I have to roll a save for that 1 damage to see if I continue concentrating. I believe that would succeed it.
Yes. Your DC was 10, so
Yep.
12 would be a success. Okay, she appears there and she is going to attack Stong. All right. She says, I didn't get the chance to feast on you before. I won't make that mistake again.
All of you have really good anime speeches prepared.
All right. 27. Does that hit you? I guess it
Yeah,
does.
that hits.
All right, she grabs you. So she jumps up and latches onto you because she's a halfling. So she latches onto you and immediately tries to bite you.
Mm.
Yep, because she has advantage. So 27 does hit you, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Cool. It does 10 points of piercing damage, 14 points of necrotic damage.
Yikes.
And your maximum hit points are reduced by 14.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. That was her. The cloaked figure gets to go. They move over this way. So you can kind of see them beyond the tendril of darkness, but hesitate to actually do anything yet. Cecilia, your turn.
Question. So the roof is incomplete. The columns, do they just go up and stop?
Well, they're holding up the. Okay, so the tower tapers as it goes up, and the columns basically hold up different parts of the tower as it goes
So
up.
one cannot perch on a column, for example.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been really cool, but unfortunately not constructed that way.
I love how you say that, like, oh well, the builders didn't do it. Not like it's an invented building that you made up. All right. Cecilia is still rocking those wings, so she's gonna fly down as far as she can, which, sorry, I have to check my fly speed. 40 feet. So that's about halfway, but that's low enough that she absolutely can use Eldritch Blast without dropping, because everything else I have is concentration. So as soon as I do it, I have to get rid of the wings. Well, not everything, but the useful things.
Yeah.
The
Eldritch
fun
Blast is
things. There's
pretty good,
fun
though.
things, but what's up?
Eldritch
Yeah, it
Blast
doesn't.
is pretty good,
It's
though.
not bad. And I think looking at this situation, she's gonna target the Duchess of Venom because she's hanging off of Stong, and also she remembers her. She has no idea where Sarshan is, and that is worrisome. But first things first. Okay, so bolt 1, bolt 2,
At the Duchess. Okay.
bolt 3.
First one's gonna hit. Second one's gonna hit. Third one is also gonna hit. Wow.
Nice.
You just
That went
blasted it with all
nicely.
3 of those.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it's just like pew, 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 with these streaks of like icy missiles that are not cold at all. They are very unpleasant.
Nice.
15, 15, and 11.
So a total of 41 damage.
Nice.
Thank you, Eldritch Blast.
That was nice. Okay.
You know, it's an okay spell.
Yep. Those are all those blasts into her, and she hisses up at you. All right. Is that it?
That is it.
Okay, Artemisia's turn.
Okay. Well, chat's probably been awaiting this. I got my one chain lightning,
Nice.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna deploy it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And how she's gonna deploy it is she gets one target and then 3 auxiliary targets that are within 30 feet.
Go around the circle.
Okay, those vampires who are outside the circle of darkness are definitely still. They're trying to maintain it, keep it from breaking free, or maybe keep it going. You're not really sure. You can make an Arcana check to see if you can get a sense of what's going on with the ritual, if you like.
Okay, I am definitely gonna do that.
Okay.
That's 14.
Okay. You think the ritual is unstable but still going.
So, do I think if I was to say chain lightning one of them, that it would like release it and let
You
that
do
thing
Give it a
identi-
shot.
You do identify those 4 vampires as primary casters of the ritual.
I was quietly measuring between them, and I can't get all of them because they're farther than 30 feet from each other, a couple of them. So I'm thinking, tell me if my circle doesn't show up on the map, but I'm thinking I'm going to center it there and get that one, and that one.
The Night King himself.
Chain lightning the Night King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, no,
do
I think
it.
you can get all those
You know,
people.
we talked about a plan where we stab the Night King in the eye, but I think lightning bolting him in the eye is really an improvement on the original plan.
Well, she was originally not going to focus on the Night King. She was going to focus on the ritual vampires, but like he's right by Stong. She's got to do something about that.
He is
so,
right there.
He's
It's
right
true.
there. You gotta.
So that is the plan. It's a dex save, DC 17.
All right. Let me do some notation here. Okay. So first, I'm going to do the vampires doing their dex saves. So you said 17.
Yep.
Okay. One of them made it. The other one did not. And then the Night King. He did make it, and he evades the lightning.
Well, I mean, of course.
But one of the vampires took full damage. Another one made the save, so I guess half damage. Right?
Half, yeah.
And it's electrical damage.
Yes.
They are not resistant to that. Oh.
Wait, it didn't show
Should
me
have
all
buffed
the.
up vampires. No, you shouldn't.
No, that it. Sorry, I did that wrong. Ignore that.
Do we
That
have
is
to?
way too high.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
That
it looks
seems
good to
right.
me.
I'm pretty sure.
That's fine. I will ignore your 113 point lightning left. As the DM, I saw that and I was like,
Eric like hates us so much right now.
no,
It's a beautiful typo.
it's all good. It's all good.
That's a 49.
49. Okay. Which one do you want to have taken more damage? The southern one or the northern one?
Southern one.
Okay, that's what I thought you'd say. Okay, and that one took. Okay. Jesus. Okay. All right. They are both still up, but they look very injured. Particularly the southern one looks very injured. Okay, it is finally Sarshan's turn. So he has improved invisibility on him, right?
Yep.
Which I believe does not expire if you take an action, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what he's gonna do I was just going to have him narratively participate in the battle, but I'm kind of guessing that you might need his help a little bit. So he is going to...
This place is littered with vampires. And Sturge fell mysteriously unconscious from the Dambrosia.
It's a really strong drink.
There have definitely been times in my life where I have referred to a cosmopolitan as Dambrosia, at least in my heart.
Okay, he doesn't necessarily have anything that will extricate Stong from that situation. So I think what he's going to do is he's just going to... he casts a spell, and then he is going to attack the Duchess of Darkness, or the Duchess of Venom, sorry.
I was gonna say, if she comes back, I'm gonna be
she's
furious.
She's not around, don't worry. So here we go. He turns back into himself, first of all. Oh, I guess he can't also cast a spell because it's a bonus action to do that. So he's just gonna attack her. Wow, did I just roll damage without rolling to hit? Such a terrible DM. Anyway, so I think the 12 will miss.
Does the invisibility give him advantage? Like, can they sense him?
You're right. They don't immediately see him being invisible. So, okay, so he does have advantage. So he does hit with the first attack. And that is going to do a good deal of damage to the Duchess. And then he's going to make 2 more attacks.
3. I mean, why stop?
Well, just one more attack, but he has advantage, so he's rolling twice. Okay, he does hit the second time as well, so she takes a bunch of damage. Basically, these big wounds open up on her back, and from nothing that you can see, right? And she goes ah, and is not feeling very good about life. Okay, so the Night Mask assassins, they are heading over toward the battle. They cannot easily get there. This one runs into the darkness and it is immediately swallowed up and disintegrated.
Ooh.
Just gone. The darkness seems to absorb that Night Mask and grow stronger. So
on the one hand, handy Night Mask disposal option. On the other hand,
Yeah.
yeah, you kind of get the sense that maybe you should not go into the darkness.
probably we shouldn't throw them into the darkness. So
Probably
the darkness gets stronger.
This Night Mask is going to go and attack Stong.
Stong.
I don't think the assassin has advantage here, so that's probably a good thing. 18 to hit. Does that hit?
No, thank goodness, barely.
Cool. 2 attacks though.
19
22.
AC.
Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. Make a con save, please. Poisoned
9.
short sword.
Ugh.
Oh, bad
You had
news.
inspiration.
I do actually. Yeah.
It might
good
be
call.
worth using because I
Good
recall
call. 13.
that is the worst.
Still not a success. Sorry.
Okay.
Stop.
No worries.
All right, you take 5 piercing damage and 31 poison damage.
36. Oh wait.
So 36 total. Okay.
I'm rolling a con for concentration. Ooh, that's
this-
a good one.
This assassin is like, no, I'm not going through the darkness.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Night Masks are basically, the stormtroopers of of this campaign. So I gotta demonstrate the hazard with one of them, and then the others can, more reasonable choices. They are going to fire crossbows up at the flying ladies, though.
That's fair.
One of them targets Cecilia.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Make a Constitution save, please. And how far is Artemisia off the
22.
ground?
I was just turned away from the page. She's gonna be fairly high. I'm just checking the chain lightning range.
The light crossbow's range is 80 feet, so I'm pretty sure that
Oh yeah, once you're in.
they were able to get to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Cecilia, you did make your save against the poison. You still took a little bit of poison damage, though.
Actually, because I have my otherworldly guys, and I need to double check this.
It gives you resistance to poison damage.
It gives me immunity to fire and poison, which I chose because I heard that Duchess was down there. Wings are tipped with frost, which means I am immune to the poison condition. I am immune to fire and poison damage.
Great. Okay, you do take some piercing damage from the crossbow quarrel itself. It does
Fair.
8 points of poison, of piercing damage. 8 piercing damage.
Part of I will remind, because I did make a note of it, that when we approach the temple, I put on the armor of Agathis and I summon the axe. So
Okay.
it chips some of the armor off in a poof of frost.
Okay.
And those guys are not close enough to get hit by it, which is real annoying.
Light crossbow going at Artemisia, 21 to hit.
She can use shield, correct? I looked it up. It's not.
Yes.
It wouldn't break the concentration. Okay, so she's using shield, so it does not hit with shield.
Okay, pings off your magic shield. Okay.
Nice.
I believe there's one more assassin that can make an attack. That assassin is going to attack. Okay. Artemisia odds, Cecilia evens. Okay, I got 10, so it's going to attack Cecilia. So that assassin is going to send another crossbow bolt up at Cecilia. 17 to hit.
That does not hit because I have a +2 to my AC from the otherworldly guys.
Okay.
Nice.
So, like, reality warps around you slightly, or you just shift out of the
I
way.
glare real hard and the arrow goes past.
That's awesome.
That is suitably extra for charisma-based magic. No.
She literally has a frosty stare.
Like,
Okay.
don't even think about it.
So the count of coins gets to go, and
Gives us money.
he turns to the hooded figure and he says, "This is the bargain. This is what you agreed to do. Get in there now."
Oh God.
The Duke of Shadows
All's done dead because we already killed him.
starts casting a spell.
Counterspell.
Are you going to counterspell immediately, or are you going to try and identify what spell he's casting?
If you let me do that, I'll do it.
Yeah, make an Arcana check. This is how I
It's a 10.
yeah, okay, you can't tell. You want to counterspell anyway?
Ugh, I feel like I should
Okay.
just be quick with the counterspell with these guys.
Bam. Okay, his spell just disintegrates. Nothing happens.
All right.
Okay. And then they look up at you, and you think that for a second there's a faint smile in their toothy mouth. Anyway, the other vampires who are working on the ritual are still casting their spell, and you start seeing an entity of some kind roiling in the darkness. Would one of you like to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
Can I do?
Yeah.
14.
All right, Cecilia, you don't know what they're doing.
It's
I
not good.
I got 15 too.
17.
Yeah, none of you can identify exactly what they're doing. Okay, Sturge is out of the battle. Rogar. Okay, Rogar.
Aye.
You are in Briar House.
Aye.
You have arrived there safely with Sturge, who collapses on the Shea Lounge
Aye.
and is holding the chalice against his chest under his clothes.
Aye.
And he's soaked with the black ambrosia stuff.
Okay.
And he's just going, I feel wonderful.
Right. Okay. So
The
I know
Pegasus
that.
goes, and then just takes off and starts
Right.
flying away.
Right.
So
So
it charges out and bashes the doors open and then flies away.
okay. So
Because you did go inside a house.
right. So I can see that he's soaked with this stuff, right? The goo.
Mhm.
And I know that protection against evil has a limited time limit on it.
This is a very
so-
unusual feeling, Rogar, he says.
Uh-huh.
I feel like my will should not be my own, but your magic is the only thing holding back. I want
That's
you
a-
to remember this. This will probably be the only time I compliment you.
Yes, and very informative exposition. Thank you, Sturge. I think that so I was not planning to do this after discussion, but since I'm just alone and with Sturge and he's covered in goo, and at any moment he could turn evil and emit one of those creatures, can I
possible.
try and do like a inspiration check or something to see if, like, we discussed, so so possibly like his whole
You want to try a restorative spell of some kind?
Yeah, like some kind of like the so he'd been working on trying to figure out how the goo works. Like he tried to put it on the apple and the dance, and everyone was happy, so it didn't have an effect. Stong's song seemed to have some kind of mild effect on it. His calm emotions seemed to have some kind of mild effect on it. And I feel like Rogar has been kind of noodling, trying to figure out, because it's tied to the bleakness, and that's the most important thing to him right now, how to counter it. And so
What spell are you going to cast? Are you going to cast a spell?
he'd probably try, well, so like calm emotions, but instead of going, uh-oh, he would try singing Stong's song, because that had like a positive effect on the goo. And then
All
also
right,
the,
Randy,
and also
take it away, Randy.
and then the somatic would be him dancing, because the people dancing at the Purple Lady, it had a positive effect.
Like I said, take it away, Randy.
Okay. All right. So he can cast calm emotions, and he'd be like, "Hey, look, it could be worse. You could be possessed by the evil book. Hey, look, it could be worse. You could be murdered by an evil brook. Hey, look, it could be worse. You could be swimming in the lake with the evil Quasar. Hey, look, it could be worse. You could be trying to climb that one ladder that kills us every time."
So, yeah, it was pretty good. Make a performance check, please.
Okay.
Or just a charisma check if you're not trained in perform.
Sorry. Do I have performance? I don't have
Probably
performance. Probably not. So we'll do a charisma check, not a savings throw. Okay.
Correct.
Oh, it doesn't let you click on it. You just roll one die. Roll 20
Yes.
plus 2. Okay. Slash roll. 20 plus 2. Don't do me wrong here, man. Don't do me wrong. Roll 20.
Okay, your performance is.
Doug gave you.
I got-
Meyer Doug give you inspiration.
Okay.
Wow.
Again.
Thank you, Meyer Doug.
Thank you.
Keep Meyer, Doug. That might be important. Okay.
16. Much better.
All right, so your performance was going to be mediocre, but then you really thought of how Stong sounded, and you just emulated him a little bit more.
I was inspired, indeed.
And then you hear a kind of echoey voice that says, "Oh, hey, Rogar, what are you doing?" And you look up and you see Bo standing there.
See, I told you he's around. Artemisia isn't saying that, but she told you.
I'll say I'm
And
trying
he
to.
is partly translucent, like you can see the wall through him.
Oh, I'll say, oh, hey, Bo, I'm trying to counter the evil effects of this goo before my protective spell wears off of Sturge and it takes him over. Or I guess I could cast the protective spell again, but that would I'd have to do it every 10 minutes. So I'm trying to counter the evil goo.
Rogar, Bo
Aye.
says, I, like many NPCs in this campaign, am a himbo. You're going to have to use easier language.
I love that Rogar's response was, "Oh hey, Bo."
Oh, hey, Bo. He's seen much weirder things this past year. All right, so
That's fair.
He says, yes, this is a place of happiness, if that is what you're trying to achieve. Artemisia is very happy here. And I like to think that all of you are very happy here.
oh, aye, it's come to be like my home.
I mean,
away from
moderately happy here.
home. Aye. Right.
She could be happier. Like if she met a really nice guy
Uh-huh.
who might be a dragon, but like a good dragon.
Right. Well, I would be my.
Let's try it. Let's try your song again.
Okay, and I would be very happy to try and help Artemisia find a good dragon. That's my whole. All right. Oh, here we go.
So the ghost sings along with you.
It could be worse. You could be possessed by an evil book. Hey, look.
It could be worse.
You could be
Could
murdered
be
by an evil
Murdered by
brook.
an
Hey,
evil
look.
brook.
It could be
Could
worse.
be worse.
You could be
Could be
swimming in the lake with the evil question. Hey,
It's not
look,
just a
I'm putting the
myth,
bouncing
anyway.
ball so everyone can sing along. Hey, look.
Hey, look.
It could be worse. You could be trying to climb that one.
the ladder that always kills
every
us.
time.
I told Artemisia she needs to, do some more curls. Anyway,
Does.
all right. And you cast your spell, and
Aye.
Sturge kind of calms down and just falls unmoving onto the lounging couch there.
And the goo seems to be counter-affected.
Well, you see that it kind of it seems to shrink down slightly and grow hard, like it crystallizes
Okay.
and then
That-
kind of flakes away.
The Rogar will kind of get very teary-eyed because he just realized he's like everything that Sharon, he was right. Sharon sent him to Westgate for a very good reason. If he had not come here, he would not have learned all this and been able to help his people. So he's very, very happy in this moment and very relieved. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then, he starts thinking about, but they're probably going to be coming for the chalice. And that's the thought he ends on. And
At
we
that
go
point, a vein of blackness bursts through the wall and strikes the chalice. And
Of
Sturge
course.
goes, ah! And as the chalice rises up and black energy starts surrounding it, and darkness starts leaking out in all different directions.
No, Briar House.
Oh, no.
What is the range on this thing?
Hey, it took a while to catch up. Okay, back to the battle in the tower. Stong, it is your turn.
Okay. It looks like we're surrounded by a lot of vampires, so I think Stong is going to switch his spell from Greater Invisibility to Wall of Force.
Okay.
So he casts that. Oh, weird. So
Okay.
he's going to
And
put
draw your
him-
wall of force.
Yeah.
You just draw a wall of force through one of the vampires.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would
because
be
I get to
so cool.
I get to actually decide like which side they go to, like if
Yeah.
it enters their space.
Yeah,
according to the
that's
spell.
true.
I was about to say,
which-
force him into the black thing, but I remembered, oh no, that's bad.
Which side are you going to push that vampire onto?
Definitely on the side that does not contain us. But let me finish this.
Like into the darkness?
No, like further up north.
Oh, okay.
Interesting question. If we were to push all of the people manifesting the ritual into the darkness, it would presumably empower the ritual, but also end it because it would consume them.
Okay.
Just implode it.
Yeah.
We might all die in the resulting fire that comes out of it, but
I think we still get a chance to do that, even with this. I can't actually force them into the darkness with just the wall of force. Like, I actually thought about, maybe like grabbing some people back and throwing them in, if that's something that we wanted to do, but maybe in a future turn, because this is what I think he decided here.
all right.
He's injured. He's trying to get him and Sarshan into like a safer spot. And this is how many panels. I get 10 panels, and this is how many spaces I can cover both like the top and the wall. So I want to capture all 4 of these vampires inside.
Okay.
And then afterwards, Stong is going to run away.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Run into the darkness.
Yeah. Shoot. So like this tendril that's coming out, can he either jump over it or duck under it?
You can attempt to evade it, yes, with an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or an athletics check, sure.
Oh, no.
You can vault it entirely.
Climb the column and jump over it,
You know,
like Prince of Persia. Or Assassin's
yeah,
Creed.
I
It's
like
probably
that.
Probably better term.
That's a great game. So I think he's gonna turn to Sarshan after he casts the Wall of Force, and he's gonna say, run! And then
Okay, you turn to where you think Sarshan is. Oh, do you still have the true sight on yourself?
No, and I would
Okay.
have dropped the greater invisibility to
Oh, all right.
concentrate on Wall of Force.
Yeah. So Sarshan reappears,
Yeah, and
holding
then
his flaming
Stong's
sword.
Stong's gonna tell him run, and then Stong's going to try to use the pillar and then vault over the dark arm.
Okay, make an athletics check.
22.
All right, you do manage to vault over the darkness. You land right there.
All right.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. Nothing
All
else.
right, it's the Night King's turn. Those of you who can see the darkness, you flying ladies and Stong, you have a pretty clear view of the massive darkness, and you see a head, like a gnarled animal-like head with horns projecting along it, starting to emerge out of the darkness. And the Night King says, "You have chosen poorly. You cannot escape. We will destroy you." And the head keeps emerging and then keeps emerging. And you realize that it isn't the head of a existent creature, but is on a sword that is poking out of the portal.
Oh god.
And stepping out, holding that sword,
Oh my god.
Aleph.
Oh.
Oh, tearing up right now. This is
Long time no see. What's up?
Okay, I gotta fix everything for a moment, but wow.
Question.
we
Is
didn't
this
know. This is
evil
so awesome.
Kalis or
I hope it's not evil Caleb. Because then we're
Well, what
both-
is does she have skin? That's the key.
And that's all the time we have for tonight.
Oh, is it that time already? Holy crap!
We'll leave it to part 2, renewing the battle with your newly returned compatriot.
my goodness. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Woo!
I mean, just in time.
I
Just
saw
in
you sign in.
time.
I was like, what is she doing?
That's what she's doing, showing up
Uh,
at the moment of need.
With or without skin?
Oh my goodness.
To be decided.
I guess we'll find out next time. So, thank you, audience, for coming with us on this part 1 of the finale. Hopefully, we'll wrap everything up next time. For those of you who are like, who the hell is this Caliph person? Caliph is a character who was in the group a long time ago, and Emily, her player, has been on maternity leave for quite some time, but now she's back. So we'll see how the Irregulars handle this battle, what Caliph is capable of, and what she has been up to, and we will see that all next week. I have been Eric's got to be the DM of this campaign. Thank you for coming with us on this wild journey. I'm sure Steven will sober up by next week.
Oh, please, he's fine. He'll be fine.
Hopefully.
He's fine, no worries.
He's just
There's a point where the
overworked.
cheesing seems like we're pathologizing him. Let's not do that.
Yes, Steven is not a drinker. He does not drink regularly, and
Which is why he miscalculated.
he
honestly.
accidentally had a couple of drinks, and they put him on the fainting couch for the moment. So no worries. And with that, take it away, Aaron.
And Aaron M. Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron M. Evans. You can watch me on Wednesday mornings at 11 on twitch.tv/CNE Games for Champions of Lore, where I talk about the lore behind our wonderful sponsors game, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can check them out at idlechampions.com.
I've been Rhiannon Held, and my latest thing is that the first 4 books in my space opera series are together for the first time in a print edition. So if you're interested in those, or indeed any of our books, you should try them out. There's the Amazon widget on our Twitch page, and then also DungeonScholars.com has information and links about all our different stuff that you can read. And tonight, thanks to our moderators, Shay, Seldering, and Meyerdug.
Okay, so hi, I'm Yang Yang Wang. I am going to go through two things. One is our charity of the week, and the other one is the winner of our dice giveaway. So first of all, the charity of the week is still Lambert House. While you can unfortunately no longer get the Rainbow Fluke pack for it, they are still a great charity that you should consider sponsoring. We have the link below if you want to click on them and learn more. So they are an international leader in LGBTQ youth community building. They address risks including social isolation, depression, suicide, alcohol, and other drug use, HIV and other STDs, family conflict, homelessness, survival sex, and school failure. Lambert House provides LGBTQ youth with daily opportunities to make friends with similar youth and supportive adults. It's really hard out there, and sometimes people need a community around them in order to really get the help and support that they need to get through a difficult time in their lives, and Lambert House provides a wonderful safe space for that. So totally, please check them out, and please consider supporting them.
Indeed.
Now, switching gears to the happy, excited side, we are about to close the entries. I'm closing the entries now, and it is time to pick a winner. Could I get a short drum roll, please? That was really
Anytime
short.
I'm allowed to hit the table.
Yeah.
You said short.
Raven's
keep going?
Claws. Congratulations.
Hey,
you have won
congrats.
our very first ever custom Jumbo D20. I will message you, and we will discuss how you can tell Teacup exactly how you want that Jumbo D20 to look. Congratulations.
Sweet.
Sweet. Do you want to say your farewell, Emily?
Oh, yes.
You
Hi.
can just say whatever you want.
Who are
I'm
you?
Emily Thing, and I forget how this works, but I will remember by next week.
Oh, it's fine. Just say.
Andy.
She works at Wizards, and her views and opinions do not reflect those of Wizards.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Hi.
What's Steven's part that we're supposed to say?
Check out our YouTube. Please, you can find the link below, and hit the bell and hit the button and everything, and subscribe and follow us. It would be great. I'm Randy Henderson, and thank you all, everyone who contributed. Thanks for the inspiration and spending the bits to help us survive. Thank you for bits and subscriptions. It all helps out a lot. Pay for the art and everything else that we put into all the love we put in, plus all of that fun stuff. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. But check out the fun
How many
continues over our
cosmos did you have?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm over caffeinated is a problem. I always do this. I'm worried that I'm gonna flag towards the end, so then I drink caffeine and then I'm up till 4 a.m. And then...
We should all get Cosmos for next week. That should be
Yeah.
the name of the week. Cosmos.
We just start the stream and we're all holding a Cosmo, and Steven's like, "You guys."
Steven's gonna burn Medley F-bombs again. That's what's gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
But Discord.
Our Discord and our website.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that Steven basically swooped in and took the chalice out on his first action, and that was
Yeah.
pretty great. So
He's ready to
Pretty
man
epic.
fight everyone in
Yeah.
that room.
Yeah. Yes, and very good job, rolling with that, as trying to completely f your all your carefully laid plans up there.
yeah, well,
Eric.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew something like that was going to happen. I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it would
yeah.
be quite that effective, but hey, it worked.
Yeah.
I think that was engaging with all your carefully laid plans.
Yes.
Anyway, we're getting into
Yeah.
the after talk. We should
Yeah,
wrap it
yeah,
up
yeah.
so people can go home.
Yeah,
All right,
well, come
all
join
right.
us for the after talk over on the Discord segue, where we talked about the show, we talked about all fun kind of art and hobbies and everything else. You can find fiction over there, and check out our website. You can find profiles on the characters, the players, NPCs, recaps of past episodes, and more. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, stay scrawlers.